Today, the British Columbia forestry community looks to the future with optimism and confidence. British Columbia Minister of Forests, Tom Waterland.
The forest industry in British Columbia has certainly felt the effect of the international recession. The industry, however, is very rapidly adapting to the changed marketplace and the changing forest profile, and I'm sure will continue to be more than competitive in years to come. Last spring, we signed a $300 million forestry agreement with the federal government. This will make it possible for us very quickly to address the backlog of not satisfactory restocked forest land so as to assure a future crop of timber. Government and industry have been working together to develop forest products markets throughout the world, and in addition, markets for technology and machinery. These efforts will have immediate and long-term benefits for the forest industry and the people of British Columbia.
The basic principles of forest management in British Columbia can be stated simply. Harvest trees for the maximum long-term benefit to the forest industry and the people of the province. Replenish the supply of timber. At the same time, protect forest habitats that are vital to other forest users. And develop the recreational potential of forest areas. In 1985, the priorities are equally straightforward. The harvesting of trees is obviously the basis for all revenues from the forest. But in many parts of BC, and especially in the coastal region, much of the easily accessible timber has been cut. Now it's time to extend and improve access to new areas. There is a backlog of land in some regions that has not been reforested adequately, and replenishing the forest resource is a more urgent necessity than ever before. Consequently, new programs are based on more detailed evaluation of site elevation, aspect, drainage, soils, microclimates, and other elements of forest ecosystems. Expanding the resource base for future harvests depends heavily on expanded silvicultural research. This ranges from examination of the genetic characteristics of existing trees through an array of breeding and propagation techniques to the development of optimum growing conditions in plantations and in the natural forest. The end result is the increased production of tall, straight, healthy, fast-growing trees. Maintenance of the forest resource is based on the principles of intensive silviculture, an active rather than passive process of tending the growing trees. Insects and disease are major contributors to the loss of forest resources. Extended pest control measures are being taken against two native bark beetles, the mountain pine beetle and the spruce beetle, that damage interior forests and threaten high-volume, high-value areas of forest. The industry itself is taking steps to become more competitive at a time when competition for world markets is more intense than ever. In mills, the use of computers and new machinery and equipment reduces waste, lowers costs, and increases productivity.
With this schematic from the pulp mills, you can see part of
much of the new technology has been developed in BC and has received worldwide recognition. The Centre for Advanced Research Technologies is unique in Canada. It has worked closely with forest companies to develop technology and systems that have significantly increased productivity and employment in mills using the new systems. The industry is paying more attention to value-added products. The more work done on wood, the more valuable the end product becomes. The process adds jobs and revenue to the local economy. It is clear that the industry can no longer rely solely on its traditional markets. Overseas trade missions are a good example of government and industry already working together to develop new markets. A twofold marketing strategy in Japan is typical of new approaches to new markets. High-tech mills are providing lumber for the construction of traditional Japanese homes. But a long, sophisticated, and multifaceted campaign to promote the construction of Western-style homes in Japan has proven to be very effective. It included the building of demonstration homes, changing building codes in Japan, and training of Japanese carpenters here in BC. The forest industry is still the mainstay of the British Columbia economy, and its future importance should not be underestimated. The activities shown in this program are designed to improve the economic well-being of the forest industry and communities throughout the province that depend on it, by addressing immediate concerns without losing sight of long-term values. Industrial and recreational demands on our forest are increasing as BC's population grows and the economy continues to diversify. However, by making fuller and more efficient use of the land and the trees through science, technology, knowledge, and innovation, the forest industry can accommodate other needs and other demands. There is room in the forest for salmon enhancement projects and forage development, for new parks and campsites, and the ever-increasing number of recreational visitors. And there is plenty of room for the BC forest industry to thrive in the years ahead.